Hey, welcome to Laura's cooking channel. Today we are going to make a really delicious bread pudding. This is a recipe that's been around for a long time. Let's get into it. All right, so the very first step to making a great homemade bread pudding is you are going to slice up about 8 to 9 cups of bread. And it's better if it's like a day old bread. It doesn't have to be super fresh. These were French bread loaves that I got at a local deli, and I just chopped it all up. I put it into a 9 by 13 pan, which was greased a little bit. So I had a little bit of grease there. So we're going to chop up the bread, 8 to 9 cups, and then you're going to set that aside. What we are going to do next is to make the mix that we're going to be pouring over top of this bread and letting it rest for about 30 minutes. So let's get into it. You're going to take 5 eggs. Sticky hands. I'm just going to blend this together real quick. You're also going to take 5 tablespoons of butter melted. So I've melted this in the microwave. There's 5 tablespoons of butter. I am going to add in 2.5 cups of milk. One and two. Going to add some cinnamon in here, and it's going to be 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. So there is one, and we're going to get a little bit of a half there, and a half, just perfect. On the nutmeg, we're going to add in some nutmeg here. It's going to be 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. So just a little hint of the nutmeg. And then we're going to go in and we're going to add in our 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. One and we put 2 in there today. 1 cup of sugar. And we're going to give this a nice blend. Mix it up with our mixer here. And that ought to do it there. Now the next step is I'm going to pull the bread back over here that we set aside. And I'm going to dump this batter all over my bread, and I'm going to let the bread then sit for 30 minutes before baking. So we're going to just douse this all in here, all over this bread mixture. And you're going to try to get it placed all over the 9 by 13 pan. And we are going to let that rest for 30 minutes and soak in. And we're going to set this aside. Meanwhile, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees because this is going to bake for about 40 minutes, but it's going to rest here for 30 minutes before we put it in the oven. So the second step of the bread pudding recipe is to make a ridiculously delicious vanilla sauce that you pour over each piece of bread pudding that you cut and serve, or you're cutting for yourself and eating. So this is the second step. You need a saucepan, some heat in the saucepan. You're going to need 2 sticks of butter. Comes my butter pal. Yeah, Lily loves the butter. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, not too much on these wrappers. Huh. Yeah. And then here's my second stick. You're my helper, aren't you? Huh. And we're going to just let that butter melt down a little bit. Once we have the butter melted down here, I'm going to add in 1 cup of sugar. This vanilla sauce is ridiculously delicious. Then on top of that, 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to give this a nice little mix here. And then I'm also putting in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So that's going in here next. And we're just going to bring this all together as it's heating up. And this becomes your vanilla sauce. Now, if you you aren't serving this, or a little bit you're serving it or eating some today and then you want to eat some tomorrow, this vanilla sauce will just keep in your refrigerator, and you're just going to want to heat it up as you serve your bread pudding. And then I'm also going to put in 4 teaspoons of vanilla. Now the butter is still melting down. It's taking a few minutes here, but you can see that in the pan, right? My camera guy. Good. And I'm just going to stir so that we're not burning the sugar, we're not burning the bottom. It's pretty simple. It's a great vanilla sauce. You can use it for all kinds of different things. I tend to like to serve my bread pudding in a bowl with a side of scoop of vanilla ice cream with the vanilla sauce drizzled all over top of the bread pudding. That is a classic way. And my bread pudding does not have any raisins in it, but you can definitely add raisins into the mixture if you'd like. The mixture that went into the oven with all of the bread and all of that, you could throw some raisins in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to bring our sauce to a nice rolling boil. Everything is melted together, thickening up nice. And it has just a very, very nice sweet vanilla aroma. So it's just a rolling boil for, I'd say, maybe a minute, but you don't want to burn the bottom, so you want to keep stirring it. And then I'm going to turn my heat off, and I'm going to push it aside, and then we'll serve that up when we cut our bread pudding. When it comes out of the oven, we'll drizzle that on top. So that's all set. We're going to set it aside. Hey, look at here. Some beautiful, nice, warm bread pudding right out of the oven. I've let it set for just a little bit, but I also threw some walnuts on top. You can add walnuts, pecans, raisins, whatever you'd want to do, however you'd like it. We're going to cut a nice big piece out here. And like I said, I always love to serve this with a scoop of ice cream, but I don't have any ice cream right now. So we're just going to have regular bread pudding. So delicious. You can kind of see that it jiggles a little bit. That's a sign that things are right. And then let me push this out of the way here. But that is what it's going to look like. But we aren't done with this yet. We're going to top it off with that beautiful vanilla sauce that we cooked earlier, that we set aside. I did warm this up, so the sauce is nice and warm, and the bread pudding's warm as well. So we're just going to take a hunk of this, and we're going to drizzle it all over the top. And this sauce, ooh, is this sauce delicious. I love this sauce just over vanilla ice cream too. I mean, it is so good. But you want to make sure that you get quite a bit of sauce to cover the bread pudding all the way kind of across the top. And then you can keep this sauce in the refrigerator and you can just reheat it as needed. So we're going to set that aside there. And let's take a bite. Ooh, does that ever look good? Get a nice warm piece right here. Sweet Tooth City. Oh my God. That's so delicious. So delicious. Oh, if you've got a sweet tooth, this is some good old homemade bread puddings to die for. Wait till you get to try this. I would say pretty easy to make too, right? Okay, friends, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.